So I said to myself that I wasn't going to buy any more inks, and that kind of went out the window real quick. But wait till you see what I got. Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Appreciate you clicking on this very video, especially if it's your first. So let's get right to it, shall we? I got new inks. No! Not just new inks. Okay, go with me on this one. I got sitting inks. Now I know what you're thinking, Grace, what the heck are you up to now? Don't worry, it's all legitimate and above board. It's the set by Diamine and Cult Pens. You know, the deadlies, as in 7 deadly sins. Anyway, let's go with some history first, in case not everyone is familiar with what I just said. In Roman Catholic theology, there are the 7 vices that spur a separation from God. Now, please note, I am only defining it here so everyone knows what they are. I am not offering theological lessons or anything like that. Goodness gracious, no, absolutely not. And on the opposite side of the 7 deadlies are the 7 heavenly virtues. Because, you know, I got to give a little yin and yang action. Can't let all the negatives take the show. The 7 opposite virtues are humility, chastity, charity, gratitude, temperance, patience, and diligence. Bet you didn't think you'd be hearing anything about that, right? What's that saying? Expect the unexpected. Okay, do what you want with all that info. I am just here for the inks. Let's get started. Alrighty, let's get started. Diamine and Cult Pens exclusive. Earlier this year, in 2024, this is in 2024, Diamine released the last of the 7 deadly sins inks, two more inks. And as I said, it's a Cult Pens exclusive with Diamine. The inks were released in batches beginning, I believe, in October of last year, 2023, all with either sheen or shimmer. I don't know that they have both of them, but we're not even going to go there. First off, I want to let you know that I'll be sharing some descriptions that I found by the artist Nick Stewart, because I think they're really cool, and they kind of perfectly describe each of the inks, the 7 inks. Also, stay tuned at the end of the video to see the chromatography strips that I created for each. Fascinating, can I say? As for the tools I'll be using, of course, my 2024 Swatch notebook. I cannot wait to do a flip through at the end of the year and see all the stuff that I've created. I'm going to be using my wooden dip pen, glass dip pen. Let's just open that up, preparing. Don't you love my little pen holder? Love it, my new pen holder. Anyway, I love that it can separate from the vial holder, which I don't need the vial holder now because I have bottles of ink right up here. I will be using eyedropper tool for each one because I am going to also be using a baggie. I'm just so enamored with the baggie and how it shows up and what it does. I just can't get enough of this, using the baggie as a sampling tool. The thing that I do, and I figured out how to do it, I have my baggie, and immediately when I finish, swatching here, I have this paper towel that's on the side over here that I immediately just wipe off so I can use again as I'm swatching, because it makes sense. I need something right away. I found these images that I just think are so cool. One last thing before I start swatching. I found these images because I think they're so cool that are not on the bottles themselves, but I'm going to post what they just so aptly look like one of the 7 deadlies, whichever one it is. Anyway, ready for ink number 1? Let's go. Ink number 1 is Sloth. Sloth is ink number 1, and this one does not have a shimmer, but I will shake it up nonetheless because you don't know what's going to be in it. Alrighty, let's get to number 1. Oops, what happened there? I don't know what that was, but we're not gonna have it. I don't want to put too much ink down there. I need to clean my baggie. So pretty. Look at that sheen coming up. By the way, did I say what it is? I even forgot already. The Sloth Ink described as a dark indolent blue with a deep red sheen. And you can almost see that sheen come up almost immediately. Right there. So gorgeous. So gorgeous already. Alrighty, that's the first one. The next one up is Greed, and the wording that Nick used is an excessive golden olive with subtle chroma and champagne shimmer. There is that shimmer. That's a lot of shimmer, y'all. That's a lot of shimmer. Let's make sure a lot of that is floating in. Let me do that off camera so you guys don't get dizzy looking at me. Looking at my hand. Alrighty. Let's do the next one. Wow, it really is an olivey like consistency. Take away from whatever's going on there. And you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get some of that shimmer back in the ink before I dip real quickly. Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh my gosh, you can see the chroma starting in right there already. Oh my goodness gracious. Alrighty. Next one up is Wrath. And Wrath has a shimmer. And Nick describes this as a deep, angry crimson with black sheen and a silver pink shimmer. That's interesting. Black sheen, silver pink shimmer. And what I read is supposed to be a medium dark red with a kind of like a foresty green shimmer. So foresty green sheen and a pink shimmer. That's what I read. Okay, so let's see what this comes up as. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, did I do that off camera? Dang it. Wow. I'm not even going to try and shake this one up again. And this one is... so pretty. It really comes off with the deepest of reddish sheens. Reddish color. It's a really magical. Wow. I'm hoping I get some of that that sheening in there. Not sheening. The shimmer. I want to see the greenish. I'm not sure I'm going to see the sheen. Black sheen with silver pink shimmer. I'm hoping that came out. That will come out rather. Alrighty, this one has a shimmer as well. This one is called Gluttony. And one of the things that who did this? Anyway, I know I watched a video where someone did this, and I'll find their name and put them up. What she noticed is, if you notice, all of the labels have the name at the top here, except for Gluttony. Gluttony faces the other way. What the heck is up with that? And apparently all the bottles are like that. Somebody messed up in the system. Holy smokes. Hopefully that's enough. I want that to be enough. Let's get the baggie. Something is on there. Don't want it to be on there. Okay. Wow. So Gluttony is a hungry red-brown ochre with a huge rose gold shimmer. That's Nick's words. And they describe this, Diamine describes this as dark red, looks dark orange, but it looks red with a glitzy pink shimmer. Alrighty. My goodness. I'm going to shake that up a little bit before I go on. It does come off with that orangey, beautiful orangey. I'm not getting ochre like Nick said, but then again, you know, it is what it is. We have hoping I get some of that shimmer in there, and I'm wondering if I should, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm going to put my calligraphy pen in there, see if I can produce a little more than what is showing. Alrighty. It really is coming off really, almost like it is. Okay, I'm going to give you the red ochre now, Nick. And when it dries, it seems to come in like that. Wow. Okay, next one up is Pride. Pride is it's almost like a stately purple with silvery shimmer. And according to Nick, see, look at all that shimmer. According to Nick, it is a confident, majestic purple with a huge silver shimmer. And I want that silver shimmer to come out. I'm not necessarily a fan of silver shimmer. I don't know. I prefer gold and copper, even pink sometimes. I prefer everything but silver, which is interesting because I don't generally wear gold. You might see that I don't wear gold, but I did. What is that noise? Can you hear that? Someone's car is going off. Alrighty, let's do this. Oh, I'm hoping I get some. I will dot some more if I need to. Oh, so pretty. Oh, we're getting that shimmer there. Okay. 2 more to go. The bottles are a bit sticky when I'm screwing on the cap, and I'm trying not to get, there's no shimmer in this one, trying not to get that in there. This next one up is called Envy. Now, Envy is, Nick's words, a deeply jealous emerald green with lots of chroma and a dramatic red sheen. Bring it on, baby, bring it on. Let's see what we're doing. All in how you place the baggie that you get all good stuff. I think I want a little bit more to come here. Just a little bit more. Wow, it really is coming off very, very dark. It's a dark green with almost a dark red. It's supposed to have a shimmer in it. But also this one says, also said a dramatic red. So I can see the emerald coming up. Wow, alrighty. And the last ink is not a shimmer. So obviously it's a sheen. And this one is called Lust. And this one, a compelling bright blue with a sensual red sheen. Now see those words? I love how he describes these. So it's a brilliant blue with an almost luminescent red sheen is what the stores are selling. Oh, made a mess. Made a mess. I'm going to do a little bit of doctoring so we don't get on the sheet. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm getting it all over. Getting it freaking all over. All right, that's all we'll do. That's all we'll do. And I'm glad I did that because it came off. Wow, you are serious with your color. Alrighty, last one is there are the 7 deadly. So gorgeous. Wow. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let these dry, take a minute to let these dry completely, and we'll come in a minute and I'll show you the dried samples. Oh, so good. Look at that. Look at that. That's going to be gorgeous. That is going to be absolutely gorgeous to see. That was interesting. Watching them all dry and getting to the point where I'm seeing the descriptions that they've been giving, that the inks, the Diamine inks have given, and the nick descriptions, they're all kind of coming true there, which is kind of cool. So let's go through them one by one. First up is Sloth, and with Sloth it is blue ink with a coppery red, and you can see the coppery redness in that sheen. Oh, so gorgeous. Look at that. That's beautiful. It writes much darker than the blue that shows up here, and I'm thinking that's a lot of the sheen showing up here. I'd love to see this written in a broad or a stub nib, and I have a stub nib that I'm going to try it with and see how much of this sheening shows up and how much of the blue shows up, because it's not showing up at all in there. Alrighty, next one up is Greed, and Greed has the it's a deep golden shimmer, or as Nick says, it's a champagne shimmer, and it really looks like a champagne shimmer. And this is an olivey color, but look how it writes. That's fascinating, because I don't know if you remember, there was a video, and if you're new here, you will not remember this, but there's a video for an ink, I think it was an ink journal, where I described the ink. Oh, if I can remember the name of the ink. Anyway, I described the ink as baby poop green. That's what it reads as, baby poop green. Apologize for you to those who are offended. That's sorry, but not. But it's a beautiful, gorgeous shimmer. Look at that beautifulness. Oh, so good. And then this next one is Roth. I am just that green shimmer, green sheen with a pink shimmer. Who knew that the three of these could exist? What in the freaking world? Oh my goodness. Now, Nick described this as a black sheen. I'm not coming up with black on this. I'm definitely seeing a green with a pink. That is so weird. My brain is trying to assimilate all these different colors in this one red, and the writing is coming off as a deep wine-ish color, which I kind of like. I would love it to be more red, like on the outskirts here, but the writing is showing up like here, just right here. Okay, next one up is Gluttony. Now, Gluttony is supposed to be a dark orange with a pink shimmer, and I think you see that pinkish shimmer coming up in there, definitely. And it reads dark orange, a reddish orange. I get way he says the a red brown ochre. I'm getting that in this particular one here. Next one up is Pride. Now, it's a purple. It's actually a purple that I like. It's a beautiful purple here, but when it writes, it dries a little bit darker than I want to. I wanted to write that color here, but the writing is kind of like this purple in here on the shading that's around the sheen, the shimmer rather. Yeah, I prefer to write a little bit lighter, but that's okay. That's okay. Next one up is Envy. Envy is a dark green with they describe it as a luminescent red. Can we get, yeah, you can see some of that. In certain lights as I'm turning it, you can see the luminescence of the red. Nick calls this a central red sheen. I don't know about that, but I definitely get the red sheen. Definitely get the red sheen. And the last one is Lust. Oh, this is such a gorgeous. This one has a blue with a, I want to say it's a pinkish, let me see if I can get, it's a pinkish red sheen that, there we go. Pinkish red sheen that comes off. It's less red because that to me is red. This to me is pinkish red. Now before I go off, I want to show you the swatch cards that I created. And I must say the swatch cards didn't come up. You see there's the sheen coming up in this one. There's definitely a sheen coming up in that one. Beautiful. But the one that disappointed me is this one. It's almost like I didn't get, and you can see I practically swabbed on a whole lot with just the top bit there, and I was hoping to get more sheen. The sheen didn't show up. The sheen didn't show up as well as it did here. You can definitely see the sheen here, and I'm not seeing any in the writing per se. And then we have Wrath, and you get that. You don't get the pinkish, you don't get as much as the pinkish green. It's showing up, but it's not. But then again, I must say, I'm going to swatch these on, these are, I want to say that this 100-pound mixed media. That's the type of paper I think that the coloring cards are, sheets are. I'm not sure you're gonna get, this is really just for color for me, and I mainly go with the colors along with the bottom here when I have my cards out. I'm gonna show you. I mainly just go through there. I don't necessarily look at the whole swatch, although I want to see it. But for reference sake, I kind of just go with those, and that's exactly why I put this color along the bottom all the time. Now you can see in Gluttony, some of that shimmer is definitely coming in, and Gluttony has a rose gold shimmer, and it's there, but it's, oh, they're so pretty though. It really is pretty. It's a beautiful, beautiful red, I mean orange. These almost look the same in the writing. I mean, if you showed this and then you showed this to someone, they would say that it's almost the same. I think this needs to be a little less in the red for it to differentiate between the two. Pride, you know, I'm not a fan of purple, not purple. I love purple now. I really do love purple. Only in inks though. Only in inks. Silver, shimmer, I'm not a fan of it. And I'm not a fan of it in this either. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like the color purple, but it doesn't. I'm just a blue with a red sheen type of person. I really am. Look at the state of my fingers, y'all. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of ink. Anyway, I love a blue. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Lust is just coming up strong and really good. And Envy. Envy's not bad. Envy has a that red shimmer. Look at that. Look at that. But I'm not liking, the green is a slightly different green. I want to say it is, now this paper is MD Midori paper, and the green is coming up, to me it's slightly darker on this paper than on the Midori. Slightly darker. So I really don't go with the color of the ink on this paper because this is not the paper I write on. So there you go. Those are all the 7 Deadly Sins inks. I did not know about them until, ooh, what is her name? Oh, dang it. I think it was Marie, I think that's the name. Where I saw her do it for her 30 inks. And I'm so glad all the colors are now out now, 7 of them. I'm kind of liking them. I'm liking all of them actually. I'm really liking all of them. I love that for 30 inks I did 2 colors, 1 gold and 1 yellow. For 30 inks I realized that I will not be buying any more yellow, but I'm okay with gold. And this is one that showcases the gold. Love that because you can read the dang thing. That's why. It makes sense. If it's an ink to go in a fountain pen, it needs to be red, duh. Let me know which one is your favorite? Which one of these 7 are you just like zoning in on and would love to write with it? And which ones I should say? Pick 2. Go ahead, just pick 2. Tell me which ones you like the most. Yeah, my question right now for me is, which one shall I ink up first? And in which pen to really bring everything to shine? I'm not sure which one. Yeah, I was about to put my finger on one. I'm thinking, no, I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go with. Cause they're all dang gorgeous. Look at them, especially this thing. Oh my gosh, pink shimmer with green sheen in a red ink. Who thinks of these things? Ah, brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. Love them. Absolutely love them. Yeah.